Like, if you start running out of tea, I'm not, but if I started running out of tea, which I will eventually, the more people I get, I'll need to build more tea plantations. And having them all spread out gets unorganized. So, right. One tip about these two, rice and vegetables. The vegetables grow slower than the rice, I've found. So you build two of these, like so. You build the add-ons for it. 5. Oh, shit. 5. And here. 4, 5. There we go. And connect them with the road. Right, there we go. I find that the vegetables grow a lot slower. No, the vegetables grow faster. No, sorry. The rice grows faster than the vegetables. So for every 5 rice that you'll get maybe 2 vegetables. It doesn't seem like much, but it does become a problem. And I'll show you why. To make the health food that we need rice and vegetables. And in order for it to effectively be generated, as you can see here, you need the same amount. So you're going to end up with surplus rice and not enough vegetables. So what I do, I build 2 rice and possibly 3 or 4 vegetables, so that you've got a nice supply. Because the demand for these types of food and anything that gets consumed or used up, like fish or drinks, will get used up more quickly when you've got a higher population. So it's good to have a lot. So, in addition to that, you need enough of the production buildings here, because this takes time as well. If you've got a lot of supplies of like rice and vegetables, you can build another one here, like so. And now you're getting double the amount because you've got 2 of them building it. And that's what you need to do when you need a very large amount of these foods or drinks. So now we've got 2 of these. These will get filled up. So there we go. Now we've already got 2 rice and 1 vegetable. It's not because of these, because there's no roads connected to them, so they can't be collected. So connect these up with a road as well. Like that. There we go. So we're getting a good amount of rice for now. It takes time, but eventually we'll start having more than we are using, and they'll just be used for storage. So let's get another vegetable plantation. Hopefully it will fit here with the add-ons. Oh no. No, you can see here there's not enough room to put all the add-ons. Right, so let's get a road going out to here, and now there'll be enough room. As long as they're within range of the circle here, they'll still be collected. But there's only so many transport ships that can collect them. So if you find that you're not getting your resources fast enough, you can build an extra depot, which will help with the collection. But I find that that's not really necessary unless you're grouping a lot of production buildings all together. So if I built tea here as well, plus tools here as well, I would need a few extra transports to make it faster and more efficient. So this is creating the health food, which is getting collected. We pop down over back here, you can see that the health food is building up. Right, so next stage is communicators here. They want communicators for lifestyle. So, we've already unlocked that here. Oh, he's doing it again. It hasn't been exhausted. Ugh. Let me just change the placement of these, because it's trying to mess me around. You can delete trees. That I only realised recently as well. It's not particularly a good idea, but it helps with when you're trying to see what you're doing. So, bring this back a few blocks here. And there we go. Put it here instead. And we'll put that there and that there. Right, obviously because this is overlapping with roads, trees can't be planted there. But that's fine, because there's plenty of other areas where trees can be planted. And the tree nursery works fast enough that 2, possibly even 3 sawmills can collect all the trees and still have some left over. You can see the little planter there. You can see he's planting trees and they're growing. It's just a small kind of an event. He's happy that I've got positive balance, so I get some diplomacy with him. Oh, I haven't upgraded this one yet. There we go. Alright. I'll turn this off because there's not a lot of trees, as I deleted them all. So the planter will plant the trees, and then we'll come back to that and turn them back on when there's a lot of trees to collect. We've got 16 at the moment, which should be enough. Okay, so we've got communicators, which we've unlocked. You can see here what's needed to create them. Kind of a tree flow graph thing. So we need sand, copper, chip factories, and electronics factory. Now here's the first obstacle. There's no sand on this island. So that means we need to expand to an island that does have sand. These little rivers here with this little bunker shows that it's got sand here. So I need to take this island so I can start collecting sand. Now, in order to do this we need supplies, so we'll just take all these. We're going to need wood as well, aren't we? I'll have to take the wood as well. I'll turn this on now to collect the trees. Right, so we go down here to a coast on the island. Here we go. Now when the ship gets close, you'll get an icon here to build a warehouse. You build a warehouse on the island and you claim that island. Not in construction area. Move him a little bit closer. Get within range of the mines there, just so I don't need to build a depot near them. There we go. Right, we've got a new island, which is this one here. So we've got new fertilities, wheat, corn, and it's a brand new island. So we go into construction. Build a depot down near these banks to collect the sand. Right. So communicators, sand. There we go. It doesn't need upgrading, the depot, because there's only one here, and one transport is plenty to collect it, as you can see there. Now this island will start getting sand, but we need the sand to be over here on the main island. So we need a ship to transport the sand. Let me just upgrade that for storage. There we go. So we're going to need a ship that will transport the sand, and I'll show you how we do that. So while the commando ship does that, we go here, which is the strategic map view, which handles trading routes. So we click new trading route. First we set the stations, so the islands that will be involved in the trading, so that's this one and this one. And here we list what will be transported. So on green acres, which is this one here, that's collecting the sand, we want to load, which is the green button, we want to load sand. And in the next one, equilibrium, we want to unload sand. Like that. And the final step is adding a ship. The only ship we've got right now is the commando ship. So we'll put those back, build a cargo ship. While the cargo ship is being built, we will add the commando ship to transport those goods. There we go. That's all done. That's all you need to do for trading routes. And as you can see...
Quest from the organization. Absolute priority.
And through trade, okay. Yeah, the commando ship is doing it automatically. It's collecting any sand that gets stored up here, and will transport them back onto your main island here. Yeah, just wait for him to... There we go. So he's transporting 3 tons of sand. It doesn't seem like a lot, but the amount will build up fast, because the ship has travel time to get there and back, and you can end up with quite a lot being transported at once over time. So it's doing it again. I've come across this problem a few times where for some reason as you can see, there's trees within range. But it keeps sorting itself out, so we'll just leave it.
New vehicle.
Oh, there we go. Alright, we've got the freight ship. So we cancel that, release from trade, and switch it with the freight ship, which is more effective at transporting. It's not as fast, but it's got... You collect that and use it. There we go. So it's got better speed and storage capacity. This the cargo ship has better storage capacity than a commando ship does. So it's usually better to use them. Plus they're cheap. Okay, so now that we're collecting sand, we can start collecting what's next, which is copper, which is the same process as coal or iron. You just build a copper mine here, like that, and connect it with the road. I can't see where the entrance is. And that'll do. As long as it's green on the road, it's connected. There we go. So we're collecting copper. So we're collecting the 2 resource requirements, so now we can build the next stage, which is a chip factory. Let's build a chip factory down here. So that goes there, and we've got the chip factory, which uses the sand and copper to make microchips.
Negative environmental influences reduce fertility.
Ignore that for a second. And now finally electronics factory, which uses the chips to make communicators. And communicators is what's needed for lifestyle. You'll also find that when all these needs are at maximum, you'll be making more money. That's because it affects the tax slider. The higher their happiness, the higher the tax slider will be. So for instance, when all this is full, the yellow could be up here. Which means when you put it up here, you'll get a lot, you'll get the money you'll get the credits
Happy?
that are worth here. So
I haven't been happy in ages.
say this is worth 1,000, that's worth 0. The higher the tax slider, the more money you'll get. But we're keeping it on light green for the most money that we can get, plus population. They'll repopulate. They'll populate the houses. Okay, so now, as you can see here, we've got a negative ecobalance, minus 29. If I stop this weather station here, it will go down even more, and you can see the effect it has on the island. See, to me, it's starting to look a lot grayer. It's not as green and colourful.
Isn't it gorgeous here? Oh, life can be so
And
good.
you can see here their satisfaction is decreased by 2%, which is the tax slider. It's 2% less than it should be. So to counter that, we just build another weather station. Just pop that here, and it's increasing. This
Registering improvement.
Yeah.
and
This early in the
exercise.
game, at most, you want it at neutral, which is between minus 25 and 0. That's good enough. There's no positive effects, but there's no negative effects. That's plenty.
Now it's your turn
Yeah.
to help us for a change.
Yeah, this is an island settlement. Yeah, this is a quest from an island. You just get a few rewards. So he wants building modules and tools. I think, yeah. This quest here has a time limit. You can see it ticking away there, 30 minutes. This one here hasn't got a time limit, so you can do it whenever you want. So 5 building modules and 2 tools. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, there we go. And they need to go over here. It's worth doing these quests because they're very easy to do. That quest completed is just it's just a ship getting there, and for that I'll get 2,500 credits and almost 200 licenses. So it's very worth it. Right. Let's do the politics now, because we've unlocked the next stage with level 2 population, which are the what are they called? Eco employees. So level 1, level 2. So we've got these 2 that are unlocked. Improves all production buildings, less energy consumption. It's not that brilliant because it doesn't last forever. If it was permanent, it would be very useful. A lot less energy, but since it only lasts for a little bit, meh. And we got this one, improves all building materials. Production plants, there. Productivity plus 50%. That is useful. So let's activate that.
Keyword
There we go.
is motivation.
Now that's activated. If we go to building production, like this one here, 150%.
You did it, right? Awesome,
There we
you
go.
rock.
Quest done. Money and licenses. Nice and easy. So this is that activation is particularly useful with tool shops here. Normally for every 1 iron you get 1 tool. With this activated you get 2 tools. So it's double to the productivity of the tool shop. So, and for 100 licenses are easy to come by as you progress the game. So it's pretty worth it. Right, we're almost out of energy, so let's build another wind turbine. Just plonk that there. Here we go. Got a good amount of energy again. I'm probably, it just occurred to me that this tutorial is probably going to be a bit unorganised, but it's not exactly an organised game. It takes a long time to play, so if you're interested, yeah, just watch, and if not, then don't watch. Simple. Okay. So we've got 720, but we need 750, as you can see here, to unlock the last 3. So, with simple math we can work out how many we need. So we need 750, we've got 720, and per building we get 15. So how many do we need? Sorry to be patronising. So all we need is 2 buildings, 2 houses. So we just bring that around here, bring that up there. That's the start of it. And we get 2 more. There we go.
Do
See,
you think we can make this world
Already
an even
upgraded.
better place to live in?
when the last one upgrades, we'll have the minimum requirement. There it is. Yeah, minimum requirement. Just speed that up a bit more. Oh, shit, I forgot to drink my tea. The horror. Okay. 5 more. Here goes the autosave again. 2, 1.
Additional buildings now available.
Do you think we can make this world
There
an
is.
even better place to live in?
And as you can see here, the lifestyle is having trouble getting to maximum because we don't have enough communicators. That's because we're not getting enough microchips. Because, yeah, if we have 2 of these, we can more effectively get more communicators. So we build an extra one.
Ecobalance. Values sinking.
No more. So we get an extra one, we get more microchips, which will make more communicators. That's all we need. So I think that's going to be all for today. So we can continue this later on. Stay tuned.